See if that's live. It says it's live. All right. So, welcome to Friday Night Live RC Plane Building. We're going to do a little hangout. I decided to try this new camera setup out here. Mike, let me know if you guys hop on here or see this video later if this audio is fine. I have a lapel mic that I think it's working. So, yeah, basically just going to hang out. If you guys turn the camera on, if you guys want to chat, if anybody hops in here, I'll try to keep an eye on the screen over here. I don't know if I can monitor. I don't know how people do this. I'm not that literate when it comes to this, but I think you can monitor it'd be nice if I could monitor the chat from my phone, but I don't know how you do that. So let me see if there's a way. Let's see here. It's not doing it. I'll have to figure this out, but okay, let's just try something here. Okay, so it does say that I'm live. Oh, maybe that's me watching myself. Let's go to live here. I don't think that's possible. That's one thing I was going to test tonight, see if I could respond to comments from my phone instead of having to go over here to the computer and mess with it. But it doesn't look like I don't have it worked out yet. So yeah, there we go. Let's do that. Let's just start here. So basically what I got going here is a scratch building kit. I'm building a big, it's called a 4-star 120, and we're scratch building it. There's a couple of people in our club that are scratch building these things. And I have a laser cutter, so I've been cutting parts out as I need them. And I'll show you guys that at some point. But yeah, basically I just got to build one more wing half. This is going to be an 81-inch wingspan plane. And if you know what the 4-star 120 is, it's fairly good size. So it should be kind of a fun build. I'm just going to kind of start. I got to do a few things here, like sand this main spar, which is essentially 2 sticks. And the main thing is to get that set and just laid out here on the plans the right way. But I do need to sand it a little bit. So we'll just do a little bit of that. I got a little bit of epoxy that's squished out, unfortunately. So there's a little bit of extra work I got to do here. These don't take all that long to build. Yeah. There's one. That's pretty good. Where's my knife? My X-Acto knife. Let's see, it's pretty flat. So here's where I like slash my finger on live YouTube. There, that's good. Actually, I might just use this to trim it. Oh, that'll work better. Not much left. Some high spots. Okay. Okay. Okay, so got that sanded down a little bit. We have chat turned on here. Looks like I saw some people rolling in here. Close that. Okay. All right. So we'll probably get people trickling in here a little bit. It is Friday night. People are busy. This is what I'm doing. So if you just popped in here, we are building a model airplane. A big one, a decent sized one. Not a huge one, but yeah, pretty big. I'm gonna trim that too. And unfortunately, I can't move that camera around. I bring that in closer. But basically what I'm doing is putting together these two sticks right here. And those are the spars, the main spars. They're just like spruce, I don't know, rectangular sticks. And then I glued them together like that. So there's a stronger section in the middle, and then they kind of get thinner out towards the wingtip. But basically, this is what keeps your wing together. So if you don't have these, the wing will fold up for sure. You got to have a good spar. And this is actually the most critical part. I'm not talking a lot because this is the part I really have to concentrate on, especially when I start laying it out and getting it tacked down to these plans. Yeah, that should be good. It looks very good. Yeah, so has a little bit of a bow in it, unfortunately, and those are very hard to take out, so we got to be kind of careful here. Let's see what this other one looks like. If I can get it started. Ooh, that's even worse. Well, is it? That's even worse. So we're going to have to. Unfortunately, that's not ideal. Let's just see how straight it is. Okay. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but there's not a lot. It doesn't even hardly look like a bow in this thing. What? Very. Oh, you can see it a little bit, unfortunately. This one might be a little better. If I can put this one, yeah, that's pretty minimal. Let's do that. Start laying that out. Okay. Not ideal. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, so if you just tuned in here, we are building a model airplane. I haven't seen too many visitors. I can barely see the screen over there, so I can't tell if there's anybody commenting or not, but it's pretty quiet out there, so I'm just gonna build. All right, did that work? Looks very, very straight, actually. Hmm. Looks pretty good. All right. Mm-hmm. I have to put some, I have to drill this and put one right down through the middle. Do that. That didn't work. Put it in at an angle. Do. All right. Okay, so right now I'm just pinning down this main spar for this wing. We are literally building a wing right now. So hopefully this is going to be, man, that looks really pretty straight. The bottom one has this a bit of a warp in it, but this one looks pretty good. So we're going to just lay it out. I'll see what it looks like. If it's looking pretty janky, then I'll have to probably put some steam on this thing when I get the ribs laid out. But so basically what we got to do here now is put the ribs, just kind of start setting the ribs on here. And I got to make sure I get the right ones. Got to make sure I'm working from the right direction. So I know which ones these are, I'm pretty sure. So we'll just pop these out of here. I have the ribs laser cut. Carefully pull those out like little puzzle pieces. Basically, you just kind of start setting them on there in their spots. They're not going to stay very good. I'll have to glue them, but let's see here if that, yeah, those look like they fit nice. They fit nice. And then this is going to be here. So each one of these ribs, there's 3 different types. Each of them have a little bit different features. This has got a hole in it to run wires for all the controls and servos and everything like that. So you got to make sure you get the right ones in the right place. Otherwise, it's not going to work very good. I'll have to tear it all apart again. That wouldn't be fun. Let's see, there's this one. That's the last one like that. And then we've got another couple of these bad boys. Okay. That goes in there. And the rest of them are the same. If you guys can, yeah, you guys can see that. You can see them kind of laying out. I'm just setting them on here. I'm not gluing anything yet. I'm just kind of mainly just laying this out. I don't even know if I'm going to glue them tonight. I'm just kind of getting the basic stuff set up here. I may end up having to pull this main spar and straighten it out a little bit more. In fact, I might end up doing that. That one's done. That's done. Couple more. And that. Looks like we got all of them. Perfect. How handy. Okay. Let's see, I don't know what that's all about. Now, check something here real quick. Check something here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I may have to straighten this one spar just a little bit before I go any further. I don't know if it'll stay straight. Like it looks straight here on the table, perfectly straight, but mhm. Just looking at some instructions here. Mhm. Hmm. Well, let's see here. Problem here is that there's just a slight bend in that main spar, and I'm probably going to have to go and straighten it a little bit. So I may wait and have to put some. Usually, you have to steam it just a little bit. I think I'm going to steam it, and then I'll see if I can clamp it down to something flat to kind of reverse that bow in it. I don't want to take the chance. The other one I did had a really slight bow in it as well, and I wasn't happy with it. So I don't really want to take the chance on this one either, even though it probably will come out if I just tack it straight. But I don't want to take the chance of that. Unhook it here. Let's see what it looks like. So evaluate this thing here. So it's very slight. It also tapers up a little bit, but I just don't like that. It really isn't much. I'm wondering if I could to go just straighten this just a bit. I think this one's pretty straight. Yeah, that's pretty straight. Pretty straight, actually. It's got a little bit of a warp in that same direction. Tiny bit. Maybe a little less. Let's compare them. Yeah. Just a tiny, tiny bit. Man, it's really subtle. Man, oh man, that's really, really... It's definitely there. Well, I may steam those a little bit and see if I can straighten them just a tiny bit. I don't like the fact they're swept forward. So, anyways, let's see what we're doing here. Let's get on this live stream. Maybe we'll pause on that and see how this equipment works. Pull this chair back over. Put this back over there. I'll have a lot of space in here. All right. Lower this down. I don't know if this is going to be a good camera for this or not. It looks okay. It's kind of weird, but I think that'll be all right. Anyways, I'm going to have to go still get used to the system here, but I may have to go back and see if this audio is any good. If anybody's on here, let me know if the audio is still working. It looks like it is. Check, test, and see it on the camera. But yeah, basically I was going to start working on that wing, but I really want to make sure. The problem is the heart of every wing, anytime you're building anything like this, are these main spars. I mean, this is the two spars that basically keep that thing rigid and stiff and start out everything. That's what these are. So they have just a very slight bow in it. I mean, honestly, you can just slightly take it out of there, but I think I'm going to put a little steam on these, and then I'm going to clamp them to something straight, or maybe even put a little bracing in there to reverse that bend slightly. I'd rather them be bent the other way, if anything, kind of swept back. I don't want them swept forward. So other than that, there's a little bit of a bow in the other direction, but that's not a big deal because they go towards each other. That's fine. But yeah, this is a big plane. I don't really want to take chances with it. I'd rather do it right if I can. So, the straighter the wings are, that's the main thing. I mean, if you get the fuselage twisted a little bit, that's one thing. But if you have a twisted wing, it'll still fly. This is not enough twist to make any difference, but it's one of those OCD things that I'm, looking at. And I'll give it a shot, see if I can straighten this a little bit. If not, it'll be fine. I'm sure you won't see it, but it bugs me. So yeah, everything is, once I get that straightened out, these things really don't take all that long to build. But if you're just tuning in, looks like there's some more people joining. If you're just tuning in, I was gonna start building the wing for this model airplane that I've been working on for the last couple of months. And yeah, usually Friday night, Saturday night, I'll do a little model airplane building. And so, I guess you're asking, like, some people go, what's the, why would you be building model airplanes? This is a prepper channel. Well, I build model airplanes to relax. So it's a super relaxing hobby, something you can do um, with your hands. I mean, basically it keeps you busy. It's really rewarding. I mean, you get to work with all sorts of stuff, woodworking, electronics, aeronautic type stuff. I mean, it's all kind of the same theory as any airplane, really. So, and then at the end, if you do a good job, basically you can have like your own little air show. You can fly them around and enjoy it. But also, it goes back to kind of to my childhood. I grew up around model airplanes. My uncle had a plane, which I have now. I actually fly it quite a bit, actually. He built that thing in the mid 70s, and it's just a great flying plane. But when I was a kid, probably 5, 6 years old, I remember playing with that thing as like a toy, and it was crashed, and there was some stuff wrong with it all the time. But it was, it just brings back a bunch of memories doing model airplane stuff. I could never afford, a bigger plane back when I was a kid. So now I can build a little bit bigger planes and stuff that I enjoy doing. So that's kind of fun. I got another video coming up probably on a toolbox. I picked up a new toolbox. Actually, I haven't had a new toolbox in, man, I got that workbench, which I sold the workbench toolbox. That's kind of a toolbox, like a workbench. I got that about 6 years ago, 6 or 7 years ago. The last toolbox I bought was probably 30 years ago. 30, probably over 30 years ago. No, it's about 30 years ago. And so I picked up this Harbor Freight US General 56-inch box, and man, it's pretty cool. I like it. So I'll do some videos on that, kind of some organization stuff I'm working on, getting those tools set up. What else is coming up? I just did a video on how to read a micrometer. That was kind of fun. I don't know. There's just stuff that I haven't ever really done videos on, and it's like, they're kind of unique things to learn how to use. And it's, if you're going to go into the trades or do something like that, that's useful to learn. What else? What else is going on? The kids right now are at ballet. They're doing a ballet performance in the Nutcracker. So our two girls have been working super hard to get in, to basically learn. I mean, they basically learned how to do ballet in the last year, like really got into it. So they tried out for the Nutcracker and got in, and they've been working the last 4 months. They've been working extremely hard, 3 or 4 months, like multiple days a week, Saturdays, pretty much all day. And so they're just cranking away at that, and they're doing their first real performance probably, yeah, right now. So hopefully, say a little prayer for them. They're nervous, but they're doing a really good job. They did a little they did a smaller performance for the local high school kids around the area. They got to come and see it, and so they did a shortened version of the ballet. So that's kind of funny. You think you're a survivalist. Remember, this whole channel was about being like survivalist, kind of like prepper stuff, and then now we're talking about ballet. But hey, that's good. That's really good for them. Again, it's really good. It's a good skill. It's really good for their health. I mean, just to be able to stay stretched. And I mean, it's a big workout. I mean, those kids come back sweating. It's a full blown workout. It's really tough, but they both enjoy it. So I'm sure they'll do great. They always do. Yeah, like this is their first real performance tonight. So then we're going to go see them. I'm going to go see the last one they do, which is tomorrow night, Saturday night. So that should be fun. I'm probably going to shut this off. There's a couple of people on here, it looks like. Yeah, I'm kind of testing out this camera system and mic as well. So I've never used this. This is an Osmo. I'm using an Osmo Action 5 as my camera tonight. It's a little wide angle for my taste. It's a little bit wide, but I guess for this kind of stuff, it's good. I mean, it makes this room look super tiny, which is not a very big room, but the wide angle lens just makes everything look like really small. So the viewfinder up here, it's on there as well, but it doesn't look as wide. I wonder if I can change that. It can probably go even wider. It has the problem. But I think the mic works through there. I haven't heard anybody complain. And I'm seeing like audio come up. I don't know if it's quiet. It may be quiet. It may be quiet. Test, test. It's weird. It's weird because like that's picking up, but it doesn't look like it's picking up on there. I don't know. I'm going to go back and watch this and probably delete this video anyways. Yeah, I think I'm going to sign off and go take care of these spars. This is just I'm going to have to do this in the garage in the other room. So can't do it in here. But hope you guys are well, and I will see you on the next one as usual.